2. And we're live.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
That was funny.
I'm over here talking shit.
Kick back, girls. Cut off the playoffs.
At least mute that motherfucker.
Yeah, you can mute the playoffs and watch us. What's up, y'all? LeBron lost. Beyonce is going, had Coachella going hammer.
Yes. Queen B.
So yeah, Beyonce on the concert, I put it on our Kickback page. So if you follow our Kickback page at Kickback TV Show, you can watch the Beyonce concert. That's just a little gift from us to you. It is our anniversary show. So we have been doing this show in all of its varying iterations and shit for 6 years.
6 years, yeah.
7 seasons.
Yeah.
So this would technically begin the 7th season. And we started the show, I think, under the basic premise of me and Jenny wanted to talk shit. We was having these good ass conversations, wanted to record it and let you guys get wind of them. And then we started to make it, the top 5 stories of the day I think we were going to shoot for. And then it became maybe a different story, different, maybe a political story, maybe a news story, maybe a pop story, maybe.
Remember when the show used to be 3 hours?
Damn!
3
The show used to be
hours?
3 hours, but we would do an hour of music. We would do literally an hour of music for independent artists. You could send your music in, and we did like an hour mix at the end of the show. We used to take music breaks. We started doing it on video. We started taking video breaks. We walk away. You can watch the video. We come back. Video cuts off. Then we back up there. We had a damn green screen. We used to do the show in the basement.
Yep.
Yep, I remember doing a show in the basement.
Yeah, that was your first ride. We it used to be just a radio show. You had to have an internet radio station, and you could just hit. I think it was tune in that, and you could just listen to the show. You couldn't see us. I think our numbers were lowest then because people couldn't see how beautiful I was. So it was like, I can't even see what I'm looking at. Oh my God, I want to see his face. Oh God. But ladies, I just want you to know, you can see me now.
Whatever.
Right.
Happy anniversary, damn it.
Nobody
Yeah.
carry your ass, no mind. They really tune in for me.
But we know this.
Hey, y'all.
You did have a little glow today. Oh man, thank you, Jada. Appreciate that. So yeah, 7 years, 6 years, 7 seasons. We started becoming really political around Barack's second term. When he started running.
Exactly. Yeah, we really went hard on the campaign. We did a lot of active campaigning on our show and outside of the show, actually. I felt like we kind of helped him.
We did our part for sure.
Exactly.
And that's when we got the moniker the Black CNN because we were doing so many news stories. We kind of pushed rap stories and sports stories to the side and was damn near like doing strictly news. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to talk about a whole lot today, more than just our anniversary, more than the fact that I'm turning 21 for the 21st time in 2 days. What was that, Mel? Oh, yeah, so I'm turning 21.
Oh, that took so much strength.
Good job. So yeah, I'm accepting all gifts early. This is right in the middle of my birthday celebration, so it's all good if you want to Send me something in the inbox. Thank you, Corey. I'm young. I'm turning 21 for the 21st time. Thank you.
Unfortunately, we have an educated.
Appreciate that, Jay. I definitely hear that. But we got a cyber Jay.
I was just saying they can add 21 and 21. Unfortunately. So.
Yeah, which 22, right? No. Okay.
Not really tricking anybody.
Right.
Well, Mel just admitted to being right in my generation earlier. Didn't he? You know what I'm saying? You standing right
I said
there?
I'm closer to your age. That's the first time you've ever said it, because usually you try to put me in my 20s. I'm in my 30s, and I'm proud to admit that. You know, I have no problem acknowledging that I am a zennial.
Oh,
I'm in that micro generation. That's right. The best
we are Generation X, right?
Yes,
We're
Yellow
Generation
Generation X. Yes. I'm a cross between the X and a millennial.
So you're a Zennial.
A zennial.
All right. What is Beyonce?
She's a zennial.
She's a Zennial. Okay. Shout out to B.
Coachella.
I'm sure she just choked Coachella down. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Thanks for tuning in. We got a lot to talk about. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna get through it as quickly as possible. But welcome to Kickback TV live from Atlanta, also known as the Black CNN, and the revolution will be televised. I'm new to Mayor, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Like, you got one, I got two. If you got thing, I got you. Go ahead.
That was it?
That was
you
it.
usually have more.
Yeah, I freaked. I changed it. You got one. I got Massey. You got one.
Anyway,
I got two.
what's
You
up,
got
y'all?
me. I got
It's
you.
your girls, Melanie Dion of House 4N, also known as the Queen of Creeps, the Breaker of Men, also known as the Conscious Creep.
That's your conscious creep pose.
Wow.
I got it out without messing it up. Don't fuck this up for
She
me.
was so
All right.
proud of herself.
I was.
I said, you gotta end with a pose.
I will fuck it up.
Oh my goodness.
From now on, we gotta end with a pose.
She was preening.
That's that Jamaican sun. All
Y'all
glistening.
fine. No worries.
Oh, what's up, y'all? It's JB Frank. Y'all know me. I'm that gangster geek representing those nerds with attitude. Happy Sunday, everybody.
But you pose. All right, so we're gonna get into the topics. Hot story of the day. Well, the first hot story of the day is congratulations, everybody. We're at war.
Yeah.
I knew.
You really said congratulations.
Yeah, because I didn't even know what else to say.
And then we laughed.
Yeah, give me that. It's nervous laughter. Because I had seen the night before Trump doing this tirade about what he was going to do and what could happen, what might not happen, and all this blustering. And I was like, y'all president can get us in a damn war.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's really going to get us in a war. Like, man. Then the next day came, it's the beginning of my B-Day celebration vacation. So I was at Fern Bank doing my Fern Bank thing. And I get a text from Mail, like, yeah, so you have any water supplies or anything you might need? Because we're at war, nigga. I'm like, what?
Like your president.
Yeah, everybody knows that's JD president.
Syrian airstrikes.
My president. Wow. My president. Can we just say that this is the classic Republican playbook that we've seen done since George H.W. Bush did it back when his approval ran into the toilet and he decided that we needed to go and find a reason to invade Iraq. And every Republican president has done almost the exact same thing since then. And here we are bombing Syria. The thing that really pisses me off about this is the rest of the world wants to line up behind these presidents and just, like, it's a coalition attack again. You know, what the fuck are we doing, y'all? Like, this doesn't make any sense to me.
Really quick, I want to shout out Jada. She said, I'm really mad that we bombed Syria to stop Syria from bombing Syria.
Right. And the thing is, we didn't even do enough damage to, like, really prevent them from making any new missiles. So, like, we launched 110 missiles. Some of them were intercepted. We did hit, like, some of the targets that we intended to hit. But apparently we didn't hit enough to really impact Assad's ability to reproduce more chemical weapons. So, congratulations. You know, good job. And I feel like, 45 did this just so he could say he did something to Syria.
Before he gets impeached?
Well, that to make it seem like he did something, to make it seem like he was more aggressive than President Obama, because he likes it, and to also make it seem like it's in retaliation to Putin support, in response to that. But like it's just enough to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a response, but it's really nothing.
That would be wild if this is part of the collusion. Like, oh, they're getting close on my trail. You think I'm with Putin? Watch me do this. Would somebody who supports Putin do this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly
Would somebody who's in collusion with Putin do this? I'm not buying it. And it's ridiculous. And I don't know where this is going to go. But I think it's safe to say that we are now at war.
Nowhere good. This doesn't go anywhere good for us. Absolutely. I mean, diplomatically speaking, we look like Boo Boo the Fool again, going after the wrong enemy for the wrong reasons, ineffectually. Like, what is this? What does this do for us? How does this benefit us? Everybody knows this is a bullshit smokescreen, and that's why it pisses me off so much.
Flashback to 2001.
Exactly.
Bush administration.
Exactly my point. Thank you for bringing that up. Attacking the wrong country for the wrong reason, ineffectually.
Yeah. Stay tuned. We'll keep you abreast of the situation as much as we can in the Kickback TV show group. Make sure you follow Kickback TV Live from Atlanta in the group so you can get the articles that we post. And we'll be watching. But another hot story that went down this week.
Starbucks in Philadelphia. So there were two black men sitting in a Starbucks. Everybody goes to Starbucks to go use their Wi-Fi, have meetings, do whatever. You don't necessarily have to be in Starbucks purchasing things in order to be in Starbucks. But these two gentlemen were sitting there waiting on a friend, and the manager basically asked them to leave because they hadn't purchased anything. They asked to use the restroom. She refused to let them use the restroom because they hadn't purchased anything, and then proceeded to call the police, which resulted in the two men being arrested. And as they were being arrested, the friend that they were waiting on, who happened to be like a white guy, walks in and is like, "Why are they being arrested?" And there were other witnesses there too who happened to be white, and they're recording the whole thing, and they're asking questions like, "Why are they being arrested?" And we all know why they were being arrested, because it's two black men in Starbucks. You're suspicious while black. Yeah. That's basically what it boils down to. And it's just ridiculous that we're still having to deal with this type of shit in 2018. And I agree. Well, Newton hasn't said it yet, but I agree with his sentiment when he says it.
Okay, well, maybe I should say it.
Perhaps you should say it.
I was like, you. But first, I do want to throw out there that I used to use Starbucks as an office, and I don't drink coffee, so I would never get anything. I remember people teasing me like, "You still in their Wi-Fi? You should at least buy something. You go there so much." I was in Starbucks damn near every single day at one point back in 2014. And they never bothered me. They never harassed me. It was never a problem. I would be in there working on my resume, sending out applications, and watching TV and on Christian Mingle dating and stuff. I was always
Christian Mingle, really?
Yeah, I mean, that was a long time ago, past life. But I use it a lot. My sentiment that Mel was alluding to is, I don't know if boycotting Starbucks is the answer in this particular situation.
Right.
I'm offended. I feel disrespected, and I'm fed up. And something has to be done. I'm not sure what that something is. I don't know if it's. I believe the manager should be fired. The one that called the police. I believe they need some level of sensitivity training. And I believe that some kind of atonement must be done. I don't know if they, if it's a cash settlement to the two men that were affected by this, if it's a donation to a charity of their choice, if it's free Starbucks for life for them and their family. I don't know what the hell it is, but something needs to be done where that wrong was righted, and then we can move on. And I'm willing to boycott Starbucks until they do something. I don't really go anymore anyway, so I don't know how effectual my boycott would be because I don't go. But I think we should maybe boycott until they do something. And then once they show us that once they apologize and put not a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, but actually work to heal that situation, then I think it's okay to go back.
Yeah, this one is a tough one for me because I hear a lot of sort of villainy and venom kind of thrown at or infected at Starbucks, and I think that we have to also understand that Starbucks is a large company that employs lots of different people from lots of different backgrounds, and we can't let one bad apple in this case create an assumption about the bunch, because the track record just really isn't there. Like, we're not talking about Denny's or Cracker Barrel or one of these places that are known to have this type of stuff happen in their establishments with frequency. It's not the situation, right? That's not the situation here. That being said, like you said, Starbucks has to own up to what somebody did as a representative of their organization. They used the power that Starbucks gave them to commit this racial act.
Yeah.
And that is what it is,
What's funny about that is that the president, when he came out and apologized, the president of Starbucks, or CEO or whatever, apologized to the young men that were arrested. He said that the manager did not intend for the men to be arrested. But, like, what the fuck did she think was going to happen when she called the police?
Right.
Is, like, so, while I appreciate the apology, I understand, I feel like it was a honest gesture. It still kind of, like, white-splains it a little bit. Like, oh, he didn't mean it. Like, nah. What?
Yeah, and I want to make this clear to the CEO of Starbucks and anybody who thinks that statement was okay, or that made up for it, or that was even a level of sensitivity being attributed to people of African American descent or those people involved directly. It's not. And it's not because, and this is going to shock a few of you, and some of you can go, absolutely new, damn right. In that situation, one, the police shouldn't have been called. Just shouldn't have. It was not necessary, period.
Right.
Thank you.
Two,
say that.
When you call the police on two black men, there's a 50-50 chance you've given us a death sentence. That's not hyperbole. That ain't, oh, there they go again. That's a fucking fact. Anytime I have a police interaction, I honestly believe that I may not make it out of it. Like, this could
alive.
be, I may not make it out alive. This could be it.
This could be the
Every single time. I was there, like I said, I was out the other night, Fernbank, and I parked on the side of the road where it wasn't clear you could park there, and the police came and said something on the speaker. And I was fine where I parked. What they were saying was, if you want to get closer, you can, but of course you're fine here. That's what they said. When I realized they were speaking to me, I immediately was like, I got a 50-50 shot now. Like, that's real. And I was dressed nice. And I wasn't, I looked like a nice, respectable Negro. But still, I'm like, this is, I don't know, I just gonna go.
He's a good colored Negro.
Right, but literally. So that's that situation, which I wasn't even in the wrong. Now, let's go to Starbucks where you're saying, yeah, people in there, you want to leave. And I'm sure she didn't say, well, they're being nice and innocent and sitting there, but I just want them to go in there more. I doubt that's how she explained it on the phone to the police. I'm sure, because they came and arrested them. What did she have to say, assuming they weren't just racist pieces of shit cops, which they probably were, but what did she have to say to get the police there to make them come 6 deep and arrest 2 black men and walk them out in cuffs?
There were 2 black men in here that won't leave. That's all she had to say. That's all.
And you're playing with people's lives. You're not protecting your establishment. You're not doing the right thing. You're playing with people's lives. You're playing with families at that point.
Right.
I want to be clear on that. That's literally how I feel.
No, that's not how you feel. That's what it is. That's the fact. Like, you're not saying, oh, well, I'm scared because I got a 50-50 shot, or I think I have a 50-50 shot. You're saying I'm scared because I do have a 50-50 shot. That's literally what it is. It amazes me sometimes. Like, have you ever seen, like, another black dude getting pulled over? Like, you're just driving by on the side of the road and you see the cop standing in front of his window and his hand is on his pistol, How many times have you seen that? Is it damn near every time? Because I feel like it's damn near every time. Like it's almost one of the ways I know whether or not they pulled over a black person.
Damn.
Damn. So sad.
That is.
That's sad.
That's damn.
Because when their hand is resting on the gun, I know it's probably a nigga behind the wheel of the car. Like it's that scary, y'all. It's that real.
Yeah. So Starbucks. Yeah. Fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Fix it. And moving on. Our next topic, as we get into the what the fuck story of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, we wanted to. This is a what the fuck story of the day, but we're going into our big poppy vote of the week, which was Tristan Thompson cheating on Khloe Kardashian 2 days before she gives birth to their daughter, which she did give birth to, of course, 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
And
out there,
whoa,
just
at the club.
Yeah.
Now, chick was bad. No excuse.
This is back home too, wasn't it? It was like in DC.
It was.
I
thought I knew that girl.
No.
Wow.
I thought.
No.
Wow.
No.
Okay. So Tristan Thompson. I want to give him like the Bam of the Week award, but we don't really do that. But he was out with some ladies partying or what have you. Started tongue kissing one of them, like he was, visibly flirting with maybe even one more. Then there's footage of him entering a hotel with the two women. And I guess the assumption is that if he kissed them in one spot, into the hotel room with them later that night, that something happened. They could have written read the Bible. They could have.
He said they were, what did he say they were doing? He said they were just like talking or something like that at 3 o'clock.
They were talking about the Bible. They were worried about Trump and the war.
Mm-hmm.
Do you fuck with the war? They was worried about the war. But people are assuming that he cheated.
Really, nigga?
So, okay, let's just go with the assumption that he actually did cheat.
Because
so our thinking is, well, he kissed the girl no matter what, so he cheated. No matter what, he cheated.
And let's be clear, he cheated with Khloe. Like, he left his other baby mama while she was pregnant and got with Khloe. So, let's just be real. Are we even fucking surprised? Like, really? Khloe, I mean, you was the side chick anyway.
Woo.
Yeah, those of y'all on
You
Facebook.
called her,
How you got
you
him?
called her
Nice.
Alicia Keys and Gabrielle Union. That's
Yeah.
what you just called her.
Those of
Wait,
y'all
why
who were
Gabrielle?
saying that
She
this was
Wayne
karma.
Woods' side piece.
She was?
This is very specific
I did
karma.
not know that.
This is like very specific.
Yeah,
karma.
yeah.
Yes.
Like, yeah, y'all were right. Like, this is
Khloe
karma like a
Kardashian.
motherfucker. Damn.
Yeah, I ain't surprised.
Chickens are coming home
Next.
loose like a motherfucker.
Like,
Yeah.
moving on.
Yeah, and I'm trying to do a good job of getting to you guys' comments. So I want to get two out there before we move to the next story. One is this is piggybacking a little bit off of the Starbucks thing. As for this story, I understand the want to refuse service being that I'm in the same industry. However, refusal to serve because they had the order yet is ridiculous. And then for the police to not de-escalate the situation and charge them with trespassing was bullshit as well. And then Chris said niggas just act like they scared of child support. So I guess that's where they're cheating and running away. Or they're not scared of child support. I need to act like they're not. Like you doing all this shit like they're gonna cost you. Good point. And Gabby says she don't know that girl. I don't know about that. That's all I got. Like, I think that's about Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade baby mother. And she's like, I don't know her, so fuck it. It ain't cheating if I don't know her. I'm like, yeah. That's a very interesting perspective.
Wow.
Well, damn. Damn, Million.
Yeah, right. Our next story. What we got, man?
Are we doing this? Because I know we talked about Lil Dicky. But we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, so Cardi B.
Oh, yeah.
So Cardi B dropped her album, Invasion of Privacy, last week. Got great reviews. Everybody loves it. Internet is going crazy. Oprah made a post about it.
Everybody was posting about Cardi B's album.
Even I made a post about it, so you know it wasn't get to me.
That's
you
my
know that's
boo.
a successful album.
Hey, Cardi.
We saw Barty on
I
Saturday Night
love
Live.
Cardi. Yes.
So
With her baby bump.
With her baby bump. And
a little offset.
little
little offshoot.
That's probably the funniest thing you've ever said on the show. A little offshoot. All right,
Wow.
So Nicki, of course, released 2 songs this week. Shun Lee and Barbie Tings. With some thinly veiled shots at Remy and I believe Cardi. Then she released an interview where she took some more shots at Cardi, saying that Cardi and the Migos pretty much made it seem like she was being uncooperative with doing the motorsport song and video. But she's saying that she was ordered to change. Nicki saying she was ordered to change her verse at Cardi's request through Offset and through Quavo and the label, because he referenced Cardi being a quarterback and her being Vince Lombardi. Basically, we're gonna get you something. We call it the QB, I'm Lombardi. But it could also be viewed as Sonny, which is a Jay-Z technique. Jay-Z would say, I'm the king and Lil Wayne is the prince.
Sons.
Well, yeah, and that part too.
Bitch.
So,
Sorry.
wow.
I'm so over that fucking line, man. And she uses it
man.
over and over and over again.
Wow.
Nikki, I need you to get back with Safari because ever since you and Safari broke up, your bars have been trash.
Wow.
Trash. That's how I feel. And I love me some Cardi. And I don't care if she got ghostwriter.
Nicki got ghostwriters too. But
Yeah, she does. Which is why
but this is what I will
she
say.
get back with Safari.
When I made a post the other day and I was like, we got Nicki, we got Barty, we got Remy, we got Jean Grey, we got Rhapsody, we got No Name Gypsy, we got
Young M.A.
Young M.A. Like, there are a lot of women, female MCs that are doing their thing right now. And I don't mind them battling. I just don't. Maybe Nicki's the queen and she's hating, she don't want nobody to take a crown. Mm-hmm. Maybe Barty taking shots on the way up to the top. I don't really care. I don't really know. But I like good hip hop. When Remy dissed Nicki, that was good hip hop. I like that shit. This shit is based on battling.
Right.
I don't like the fact that everybody doesn't write their own stuff anymore, but get your best writers together and just get it out. God damn it, I want to hear it. I'm going to download it. I'm going to stream it. I want Barty to come back and say, Nicki, who you talking to? Something. And I want Nicki to be like, hey, I'm the queen. I've been doing it for all this time. And Barty be like, your time is over with. Yeah. I want to see the battle. I want them to fight, and the nipple come out, and they be like, the titties out, and they be like, girl. Then they calm down, don't be mad at them, and they just look at each other like, we shouldn't be doing this. We should be, and then they start kissing, and then they take.
I knew that was gonna go left.
Yeah, I did
know
too.
it was.
I did too.
That's what she said. It's our anniversary show. Turn up.
Oh, yank the beard.
Oh, Lord. Turn up, anniversary show.
Creep.
Oh shit. So okay, Jada said that she thinks Atlantic might be behind the beef.
Who?
Atlantic Records, which has Nicki and Barty, so they kind of like pushing it so they can increase sales. Because Nicki showed up, dropped her single
2 days.
A couple days after.
Okay, a week after.
Oh yeah, whatever. A couple days week after Barty dropped, so she's still riding that Barty train and shit. So
and shout out to
it's
Cardi
great
for
marketing.
breaking that 100 million streams on Apple Music.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Record. So
that's great.
I'm proud of you, boo. I am totally listening to Invasion of Privacy every day. So I'm very happy. But I've been following Cardi since Instagram.
She broke Taylor Swift's streaming record. So
yes.
And we gotta talk about Taylor.
Yes, and this
Karen
is what I was going to say
ass,
about Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj I equate to the Taylor Swift of rap, in the sense that Taylor Swift is a mean girl, and she takes shots at people, and she presents herself as this person that is like so nice or whatever, but on the low, what's her name? Taylor Swift is a bitch, okay? And she and Katy Perry have this like huge beef. So I say that to say, Nicki Minaj does the same thing. She throws stones, she takes shots at people, and then be like, she didn't pay respect to me, and
she did cry.
Yes,
that was weird.
But this is the same bitch who didn't show respect and homage to Lil' Kim. So who she bites off of every fucking opportunity she gets. So what's really good? The only people she really goes at are people that she feel like she can actually beat. Like the only people she addresses directly. Like that whole Miley was good. Like really, but you don't call out anybody else by name like that.
Really just got out of jail. She don't want no
She don't want the
problems.
problems.
She don't want no problems.
Nobody wants
We
problems.
already know how far Remy's willing to go. We all know that. And Barty,
She ain't
Barty,
scared to go to jail.
I don't call her Barty because I'm mispronouncing her name.
Yeah, no, she
So,
is.
and we know that she bought that life.
Yeah, she is.
She'll
She'll pull up on
be
your
about
ass
it.
too.
Yeah, these is blood issues.
Yeah,
Yeah, Barty.
she
Yeah.
will. She will handle that.
So,
She ain't got no problem, no filter.
yeah, but Nicki probably the prettiest though.
That's definitely true.
Oh shit. I'm just moving on.
I'm not touching that.
I mean, but Barty's glowing with her pregnancy. When she said pregnancy? No. Okay, wait. It's our anniversary show.
Lil
Happy
Dicky,
birthday to
Chris
me.
Brown, Freaky Friday video. Have y'all seen that shit? It's actually pretty funny. It's a little parody video where like Lil Dicky wakes up in Chris Brown's body and Chris Brown wakes up in Lil Dicky's body because they like both wish that they could be somebody else. And it's actually pretty cute. Some people have an issue with the fact that, you know, it's like Lil Dicky in Chris Brown's body saying nigga, 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 nigga.
Yeah.
But I mean, can we be surprised though? Like if it was if a white person really did have the opportunity to switch bodies with a black person, you think that they wouldn't take full advantage of saying nigga like a million times?
Right.
What's up, my nigga? Like, why you acting funny today?
Right.
No reason.
It's so creative, and Lil Dicky has been a very, very creative artist since she's come out. If you're not too familiar with him, you want to look up Lil Dicky Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
But I would definitely recommend looking up Lil Dicky Pillow Talk. That is his greatest video. It's super duper creative, super hilarious. There's a model in it with him. I can't think of her name, but and it's greatness. It's pure, unadulterated fucking greatness. And Freaky Friday is the same way. They even had cameos with DJ Khaled and Kylie Jenner. So it's just very fucking creative. And I'm not really into comedy rap, I guess. But Lil Dicky's so fucking creative, it just works.
And he did one with Fetty Wap too, right?
His first song.
Say That Money.
Say That Money. But he's done a couple of tracks. He did one with Snoop that was fucking impeccable. And they made that a cartoon. And that shit was ridiculous. So shout out to Lil Dicky. He's my Missy Elliott of videos.
Cool. Yes, that's
he's Michael Jackson, Missy Elliott, Beyonce, and I'm not playing with y'all. You don't believe me? Go to goddamn Google.
Really
wow, that's like really high.
His music videos are amazing.
Yeah, they're really good.
To me, you know.
I mean, they are incredibly creative. I will definitely give him that.
I like that shit. So check that out. That's just our little give you a little music 101. What we doing with that?
What the story of the day?
Oh. What the fuck story today, JB?
This one is so nasty, man. So apparently a new study came out showing that bathrooms that have those heated blow dryer, those hand dryer things, have a much higher bacterial content, aerial and surface bacterial content than the bathrooms that just have, you know, the regular paper towels or whatever. And what they found is that these hand dryers are sucking up the fecal matter that comes from, you know, when the water from people washing their hands, and then blowing that back out all over the bathroom. You know, just creating a less healthy environment. I don't know what's gonna happen based on this study, but it's kind of nasty. Like it's just make you kind of. But what are you gonna do about that? You know what I'm saying?
Paper towels, I guess. I thought I like the hand blower because there's something that blow aggressive out, and I'm a weirdo because I like to watch my skin go all the way to the other side of my hand. Like, damn, that shit blow my skin all the way over. So I look at that shit, but now I'm like, that's doo-doo on my hand. That's a bunch of shit on my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I only chase the doo-doo like once every couple of months. I ain't trying to have, like, fuck that.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Nothing. What do you think I said? Are you tripping?
Moving on.
What was over her?
Can we move on to the Donald Trump shut up stupid award?
Yeah. Jada said this is common knowledge. That doo-doo be on your hand in the bathroom? Nope. I had no idea. And all y'all nasty motherfuckers don't wash your hands. I be seeing y'all. Even if I'm taking a dump and I'm looking through the little side thing, I see y'all. He made an announcement about the crash the show. I see this. I see the doors open. I see the side thing that it be
Chris.
Yeah.
What's good?
It's been Chris in the building. He just made the announcement he was crashing the show on, and he sure enough did. Happy anniversary to us. The whole team probably be sliding through at different points. But back to your Donald Trump Shut Up Super Award.
The Bengals, you know, y'all handle that.
Well, so Eric Reed, who's the gentleman that was initially kneeling with Colin Kaepernick when he first started taking a knee in San Francisco, became a free agent this season, as of about 2 months ago. And he is yet to be signed. And this is a Pro Bowl, like a 20-something-year-old Pro Bowl safety. And hasn't been signed yet, so we kind of all know what that's about. It's the Kaepernick blowback.
Kaepernick issue, yeah.
So,
he's been said he's a very, very versatile defensive back. He can cover, he can hit. There's no reason why he shouldn't have a job based on his qualifications. But continue.
And you know who does have a job? Chris Long.
That's
who plays for the Eagles.
That's my guy.
But he's white, so it's okay.
Oh, yeah. And she's saying that because Chris Long has been protesting right along with us. He's been speaking out right along with us. He's been showing support to Kaepernick in every cause that's come up. Chris Long is one of our, like I call him, our John Browns. He's in the struggle with us. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm riding. I'm riding. And I love it. He was the first white player to, when one of his teammates took a knee, he put his hand in his shoulder, stood next to him. The first white player didn't take a knee, but to show support during that moment.
And he's been very vocal too.
Very vocal, very vocal. He was speaking about stuff this week. I love Chris Long. He's Howie Long's son. Howie Long from Radio Glory days and is a commentator on Fox Sports. He raised his son the right goddamn way. Now I did not say I only taste doo-doo once a month. That is not what was said. Just for the record. I'm reading the comments. I'm like, what did he just say? Did not say that. But back to the Bengals.
What? Anyway, yeah. This is shitty because the Bengals have a track record of being like one of the dirtiest teams in football right now. Their roster reads like, you know, Norton's inmate list. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they got wife beaters and, you know, guys suspected of rape and all kinds of foolishness going on across their roster. So for them to try and raise some type of moral objection to hiring Eric Reed is just hypocrisy on a level that is just like, it's just ridiculously stupid, you know.
It is, and for their stance there in the NFL, you know, supporting that, they both get the Shut Up Stupid Award, the Donald Trump Shut Up Stupid Award. So the Bengals, Marvin Coon Lewis, and the whole NFL for your neglect and this BS you keep trotting down in front of us, you all get the Donald Trump Shut Up Stupid Award. So shut up, stupid. How about that?
Cállate.
Bendejo for the middle boost.
Fuck up.
Goddamn, I don't know lip.
And let's also give Taylor Swift the Donald Trump Shut Up Stupid Award for her rendition of Earth, Wind, and Fire September. Can we ever talk about this? Because I'm sick and tired of carrying her fucking raisins in the potato salad, okay? Now, those of y'all should know, because that's a reference back to Saturday Night Live's rendition of Black Jeopardy, where Chadwick Boseman and they had a question about carrying her potato salad, adding extra shit. Unnecessary shit to items that are just, you know, they're good the way they fucking are, okay?
Damn it.
And Taylor Swift, bitch, I need you to go. I need you to sit down some fucking where with your banjo, because this shit is trash. Trash. Like, oh my gosh.
I couldn't even listen to the whole thing.
If you haven't heard, I didn't listen to the whole thing. I heard all like, do you remember? No, bitch, no, I don't remember shit. I don't want to remember this. I need you to shut the fuck up. Like, no, this is a no. Who okayed this? Who thought that this was good? Because it's all the way around the fuck terrible. Okay? Go ahead, y'all. I'm sorry.
She did a country version of September. One of my favorite Earth, Wind, and Fire songs. One of the favorite songs from cookouts of my childhood. I'm offended. If she'd done a great job, I might have been like, Shouldn't have done it, but okay. But she did like a whack ass job, and it's like
Horrible.
I got nothing.
Horrible. There's nothing to really say about this except for just don't do it again and stop. Cease and desist.
Oh,
Stop.
Amelia said she was trying to get back at Quincy Jones because he says she has no talent and the real songwriter. She's not a real songwriter. All she writes is hooks.
So she did
So
Earth, Wind, and Fire September and proved that she can't
That's how she
sing?
got back at him.
That
I don't
was
even
terrible.
understand. Okay.
It was all the way the fuck terrible.
That doesn't even make any sense.
At all. I can't.
It's-
I don't understand. Can you elaborate, Amelia? Because I'm just so confused. Like, yeah.
I mean,
No.
I'm
Let's
actually,
get into Grind and Shine Award.
Yeah, let's do
let's
that.
So the Baloo Senior High School Grind and Shine Award goes to Andre Ingram
Andre Ingram.
of the Los Angeles Lakers. I guess we gotta say that now.
Yes.
He was a D-League player, career D-League player, which is now called the G League for Gatorade. He's played for 10 seasons on LA's team.
That's right.
And when their season ended this year, he was asked to come up to the Lakers to play in their final 2 games.
Right.
They surprised him with it. It's a feel-good story. He's the G League's career leader in three-point percentage and three-pointers made. He shoots,
46.1% from the arc, which is amazing, you know.
Yeah, that's career numbers.
Yeah.
That's only Tim Legler, Steve Kerr. I think it's above Ray Allen, Glenn Rice, Reggie Miller, above them. Like, this is legendary shit. Of course, it was in the G League, but just to give you an idea of his talent.
Right.
So they called him up. The entire Lakers team told him, every time you get the ball, you better shoot it. Even one time he got the ball and he passed it. They passed it right back. Like, what did we tell you? Shoot! Chris Paul from the Houston Rockets, so they played, he came out and congratulated him as soon as he walked on the court. So this guy hadn't even stepped fully on the court yet, and Chris Paul walked straight up to him like, congratulations, I heard about your story. He said everybody was just talking to him, and his first time he caught the ball, he just shot it. It was a 3. Next time he got it, shot it. It was a 3. And then it was a 2. And then he had scored about 11 points at that point. And he went to the free throw line. And you got to think, this is the guy's first game in the NBA. They flew his whole family out to watch him. And he's coming and he's 4 for 4 with like 2 threes. And he's going to the free throw line. And the Lakers are now have the lead. So he's at the free throw line, and the goddamn crowd in Staples Center starts chanting, MVP! MVP! Now imagine, I don't even play basketball, but I've had a moment in my mirror where I was on the line to win the game and I heard the crowd singing MVP. Now imagine if basketball is what you love, it's your dream, and you've been denied this next level your entire life. You're now 32, where people are telling you to give up, get a different job, do something else.
Gray.
Your hair's turning gray. And you get called up for these 2 last games of the season, and you make your first 4 shots, go to the free throw line, and the crowd is so happy for you. They're chanting MVP. I got news for you guys. Most of your favorite players haven't heard that chant. Nope. You see what I'm saying? They gave him the ultimate sign of respect. He finished the game with 19 points. He wound up playing the last game as well. And we don't know if he's going to be signed next year or what's going to happen. But I am fucking thrilled that this happened to him. It is such a damn feel-good story.
Oh, yeah.
I want to let you guys, I know I get a whole story, but I'm going to get you guys to take on it before I give them the surprise at the end.
Yeah,
So,
it is definitely a feel-good story. It's once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, who cares if it's only 2 games? Like, how many people get that opportunity to play in the NBA? So, yeah, I'm proud of him. 32 years old, you at the end of your career. A lot of people don't even make it that long in the
Facts.
NBA. So
Facts.
the fact that he got called up from the D-League, is a huge thing. And I wish him well for next season. Maybe a couple teams will be interested in checking him out. They'll invite him to a couple.
Training camp.
Yeah. So, hopefully this works out for him. Who cares? You don't give up on your dreams. Dreams do come true. You just never know.
You gotta love the story. You gotta love the fact that he earned his shot. You know what I'm saying? 10 years in the D League, doing the damn thing, being a legendary 3-point shooter in his career as it stands now. He earned his spot, and he earned his shot, and he took it, and he made it. There's nothing
Shoot your
more you
shot
can
all
say.
2018.
all 2018.
Yeah, it's a great story, man. Great.
Yeah, I was so inspired by the story, and I got the okay from Mel and JB that Andre Ingram. I was so inspired by this story that the Grind and Shine Award will now be known as the Andre Ingram Grind and Shine Award. It was the Volusia High School Grind and Shine Award for every graduate of that school being accepted into college, and that's the school in the hood of DC Southeast that had the worst college acceptance rate in the city. And then it went to number one, where every student was accepted.
100%.
And they had it for a couple seasons. But right now we're going to give it to Andre Ingram because I think this is an exemplary story of grinding and shining.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So Andre Ingram, we pulling for you, baby. I hope if the Lakers don't bring you back, you go to the Wizards or maybe even the Hawks. I'm rooting for you. You know what I'm saying? And so we're actually gonna take a break. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll come back. We'll get to our question of the day, which is who invented trap music?
Yes.
If you've been on social media, you know that's been a question. Gucci Mane say he did it. A lot of people saying, wait a minute, that was T.I. And there's some wild cards put in there as well. So we're gonna get your opinion. So right now I want everybody to write in the note in the comments who you think invented trap music. And we'll discuss that when we get back. We have a few other topics, the NBA playoffs, our Netflix and chill TV shows to watch.
Absolutely.
We got a couple other things. We'll be back, man. Kickback TV live from Atlanta. We'll see you guys in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Andre Ingram is a tutor in his during the off season. It's our anniversary show. Make sure you go grab a drink or something. Come back and party with us. 6 years, 7 seasons. Kick back guys.
I'm good. Hi. How are you? So, new. You saw my phone.
What does that mean?
I have my second key. It's just locked out of her house. I'm assuming her keys and everything are locked in her house. Yeah. Okay. Car's locked out of the house. I got the letter in.
You have to go where?
The cottage house.
The one that's way over there.
Yep.
Gee. I thought you saw my leg. I'm like, I can do that. I just stay on the shelf. I ain't gonna got it.
I'll be back.
Like I'm doing the show. Y'all can wait. What you about to say? You know what?
16 pounds down.
You?
Since last year. I mean, mine is cool, period. But it's heavy.
That's what
14 pounds away from my goal. In recent, that's what once I find myself.
I ain't been to the gym all week. I feel like shit.
Good. But you feel like shit.
No, no.
Because I want to figure out what I haven't quite got to that point.
Yeah, I feel like horrible. Like I've lost energy, like lethargic. I gotta go back tomorrow.
Me too. I'm supposed to do it.
I'll tell you what, I can go running today, but
That could affect me.
I don't fucking want to head and
That could be too. I think the break now. It's hard.
JD, where you at? You like that position?
Yeah.
You don't need to go to the Lock yourself out.
How do you have the person that has your key in the house live 45 minutes away from you? That doesn't make no sense. I'm getting my spare key.
Wait, so
Or leaving a spare key in my office. Like, is y'all right? Just make it locked out. Ask me to come way the fuck out there and let me in. This is way too a last resort.
And we're back. We're gonna finish up the show without Mel. Mel had an emergency. And wait a minute.
We're back to
Go to the show.
huh?
Go to the show. Go to the show. Pull up the show on Facebook.
Because I need to get it out of my truck.
You got another one?
Oh, yeah, I got a whole 2 months.
It's all.
Yeah, so I'm putting it 14. It's our the 2002. Extra 50 horsepower and 45,000.
Okay. All right. So here we go. We are back. We had a quick emergency with Mel, so she had to step away for a second. So I thank you guys for responding with the question of the day. Let's jump right into that.
Mm-hmm.
So the question of the day is, who invented trap music? I mean, that's because of the controversy with Gucci and T.I.
Right.
I'll tell you guys from my perspective. What I associate trap music being is a certain style of a beat rapping about selling drugs. Certain sound of a beat rapping about selling drugs. I was first introduced to that sounding beat rapping about selling drugs from T.I. on a CD called Trap Music in 2003, I believe.
Right.
Now, in 2001, T.I. put out an album called I'm Serious. We had a song called Dope Boys and Trap Niggas. Now, my assertion isn't that T.I. created the term trap. Trap is an Atlanta term, and I think we had evidence of different artists using the word trap, even prior to T.I.
Right.
But for T.I. to champion it, name his music trap music, and then for later on, that genre of Atlanta rappers to use that sound to now be called trap music is kind of indicative of, to me, him creating it.
Yeah, I think so.
Being to the forefront of that movement.
Well, I mean, yeah, and I think part of the distinction that was happening in our discussion offline was, I think, when you conceded the point that the term trap, it pre-existed T.I.'s coining trap music, I think that settled it for me because, I mean, you know, I'm not from Atlanta, but I talked to people who grew up here, and they talked about, oh yeah, trapping been around, you know, long before T.I. and so-and-so did, you know, they mentioned random underground niggas or whatever, you know, so its conceptual form sort of existed before T.I. coined the phrase or coined the term. But you got to give him credit for coining the term because he's the one who blew it up, you know. So I would agree with you there.
Exactly, and the debate is between T.I. and Gucci. So a lot of people are going to, well, Underground MCX said it, and that's not what we're talking about.
Right,
we're talking
exactly.
about T.I. and Gucci.
Right.
So having said that,
Yeah.
I believe it was T.I. because T.I. came out nationally years before Gucci. And his underground career was around a few years before he made it national. So I would take it back to that. And most of the people that I talk to that in their 30s, 40s give credit to T.I. Some people in their 20s give credit to Gucci because that's the first thing they heard.
Right.
No matter of what preceded that, what they heard was Gucci. And I understand that, and that's cool. But that doesn't make it first. If I say, well, the first great player I ever saw was LeBron James, that doesn't mean LeBron James was the first great player.
You're right.
That's just the first one I saw. So
Interesting point.
I give it to Tip. I think Tip created trap music. He created the term, for sure. And the genre of music, I think, stems from beats he used to get from DJ Toomp and his subject matter. The beats, the song ASAP, You Don't Know Me. Those tracks, to me, were the beginning, the impetus of trap music. People are giving credit to 3 6 Mafia for kind of presenting that sound. So I got to add them too because they did have that sound as well. So shout out to them. I'm not going to knock them or take anything from them. Now, Ron said Gucci made that sound. I don't know that I agree because if we're saying what the sound is and we're in agreement as to what the sound is, if what you're saying it is and what I'm saying it is similar, Then T.I. was doing it first with, I think, well, at least around the same time with the You Don't Know Me beat, the ASAP beat, the Motivation beat. To me, those was all DJ Toomp, and they were all trap beats to me. That's what I think laid the foundation. But I do know Gucci did You Don't Love Me, you know, and All White Bricks. I do know he had that. I still give it the overall genre to T.I., but I know some of you guys give it to Gucci. I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? So we have at least one person that's saying give it to Gucci. Of course, I'm saying give it to T.I., but that's why it's a debate, because everybody has a different opinion.
I mean, the question for me is the dates involved, though. Like, the Gucci stuff predate T.I.'s?
Nope, T.I. was a national act before Gucci was even heard of.
That's what I thought. I'm trying to understand how you can. Well, I guess then I mean, so are they saying that T.I. sound?
Really quick, I'm gonna let you go. I want to get to the timeline.
Yeah.
T.I. was an established artist and put on his homie named Young Jeezy. Young Jeezy was an established artist and put on this other dude named Gucci. So that's your timeline. So they're like 2 generations apart. Because T.I. was successful, they helped put on Jeezy. Jeezy got successful, they helped put on Gucci with this Icy song. So that gives you an idea of the trajectory, you know, if you want to call it generationally.
Mm-hmm.
T.I. generation from a generation that helped put on Jeezy. Jeezy's from a generation that helped put on Gucci. So T.I. was clearly first.
Yeah, okay. I don't understand how it can really be a debate unless they're saying that Gucci developed that sound even though T.I. was out, whatever. But I don't see that, though. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
When it comes to like the grimy version of trap rap, damn near mumble rap, you could give a little bit of that credit to Gucci because he was the unorthodox rapper and was so underground with it. But to me, he did a more underground version of what T.I. was doing. Because T.I. would have 2 or 3 of those songs per CD, but then he would have girl songs too. He had club songs too. He didn't have a whole album of that.
Right.
But he, you know, but except trap music, that album probably was a whole album of that. But every album that followed that one kind of changed a little bit. Because T.I. had commercial shit too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I think the debate, I think it definitely goes to Tip. Somebody said Yella. I'm not familiar with Yella, but I might be an ATL rapper. So shout out to Yella. What else we got, JB?
Hold up. Get to it now. We are now in our Netflix and chill segment.
Okay, Netflix and chill. Just had 2 quick things I wanted you guys to check out. You thought you might enjoy. The Last OG, which is Tracy Morgan's new show. It stars Tiffany Haddish as his ex-girlfriend and Cedric the Entertainer as his parole supervisor, whatever. And Tracy Morgan, of course, just spent 14 years in jail. Comes home and realizes his girlfriend had their baby, never told him, but she had twins. And she's married to a white guy. And when he went in jail, Brooklyn was the hood. Now he's back and Brooklyn looks like damn, you know.
Yeah, H Street.
H Street.
Yeah.
And he's just like, what the hell happened? So he's trying to get readjusted.
That's just probably hilarious.
Yeah, it is pretty damn funny. So
And
make sure you check out The
Atlanta.
Last OG and Atlanta. If you guys didn't know, season 2 was started, and the last episode was 2 weeks ago. The Teddy episode was ridiculously creative and kind of off. It was some really weird shit, but it was excellent writing by Donald Glover, who's also Childish Gambino.
Right.
So
right.
make sure you're watching Atlanta. That's our Netflix and chicks. Netflix and chicks. Netflix and chicks. Yeah, pretty much.
Real quick, another sports note. Robert Kraft, got to give him a shout out because he visited Meek Mill in prison recently. Now, Robert Kraft is very, very closely, tightly affiliated with Philadelphia, knows the owner of a couple of teams in Philadelphia. He's been following this Meek Mill story closely.
Because they met, he actually met me through the owner of the Philadelphia Fire. Just to give you guys a little bit of history. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just a real, I mean, you can't like everything that Robert Kraft does, but he's loyal to his folks, you know what I'm saying? So he visited Meek Mill in prison. We gotta give him a shout out for that.
Yeah, and he spoke out on, you know, there needs to be justice reform. He spoke out about people going to jail for dumb things. Meek Mill was on probation from 10 years ago.
Right.
like probation is hell anyway, but being on probation for 10 years, this man became a successful artist. He's a multi-millionaire. He's still on probation for something he did when he was a teenager.
Ridiculous.
And the rumor is that Meek Mill will be released tomorrow, one day ahead of my birthday, because I made a wish and got him out. Hopefully he does get out. I would love that. We'll see tomorrow. We'll find out, but we shall see. And really quick, Ron said that some of his folks are saying Ghetto Mafia started trap music. And he said also need to watch The Titan, which is on Netflix. I don't know what The Titan is, Ron. Give us a little history of The Titan real quick in the comments. I'll check it out. You say it's good, I'll watch it. And what else we got, JB?
Real quick, Janice Dickinson, one of the major accusers of Bill Cosby, admitted on the witness stand recently to fabricating some of her narrative of what happened between her and Bill Cosby. Specifically, when she pointed out how she always rebuffed his sexual advances. So this could be a big blow to the defense's case, this is a big shot. Now it's weird because there's so much overwhelming shit out there about Bill Cosby. I don't know that we can just throw everything out, but it definitely casts a lot of shade on this set of accusations and this trial that's going on right now.
I agree with that, JB. I agree with you. But we do know that she lied a little bit.
Exactly. And that's about all we can say. You know what I'm saying?
And that's all that needs to be said. What else
real quick, break down the playoffs, NBA playoffs for them.
All right, so you guys know the Wizards, number 8 seed, playing Toronto. My Wizards lost yesterday. Close game, very competitive, but didn't pull it out. We had the second game in Toronto. Drake was there. He was texting me, talking all this shit. And I hope the Wizards beat them on Tuesday so Drake can stop texting me and shit. But they're playing on my birthday Tuesday, so that's going to be a fun game. We're going to turn up and watch that. Get Cleveland. LeBron lost today to Victor Oladipo and Indiana Pacers. So he's down 0-1, maybe for the first time ever, I think, in the first round. It's parity all over these playoffs. Except Philly is looking unstoppable. But there's a lot of parity going on. I'm looking forward to the playoffs. I think this will be the best NBA playoffs in the last 10 years. So I implore anybody who's a casual NBA fan, anybody who's a diehard fan but hasn't been watching lately, this is when you want to watch.
Right.
Because it is absolute parity. The number 8 seed could win a championship this year. All number ones can get knocked out in the first round. Like this is the time to watch. This is going to be, I think, the best playoffs we've had in a decade.
Sounds like fun.
So I recommend, ladies, this is when you want to sit with your man and go, all right, now how does game go? This is the time to figure it out because this is going to be some good ass basketball played.
A lot of fun. Last show of the night. The Seahawks, man, playing your boy Colin Kaepernick, dog. They canceled the visit to go out and see him, the interview. It's just shade. It's just more shade, and I hate it, dog. That's all I can say, man.
Yeah, so the Seahawks are blackballing Cap. They say they asked him what was he going to do as far as kneeling and handling the protests. They alluded to the fact they made they led us to believe, I don't believe this is true, but that he didn't have a plan. Like he just said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm like, I don't believe that shit. But because his answer wasn't to their liking, they actually are postponed his visit, which I think is code word for canceled.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I don't know what that's about. They're trying to hold the collusion case, and we did contact them or what. And I think we'll find out. But I'll say on both sides, Colin, if this is true and they ask you those questions, you got to have a damn answer. All of this, I don't have to answer anything because I'm not doing anything and they not treating me fairly. That shit got to go, bruh.
Yeah.
It's time for you to start articulating your thoughts and stop going, well, I didn't do anything, so I'm not going to answer. And he's being too damn quiet. And I'm still supporting Cap, but this is a message for me to Cap. Like,
that's real.
It's time to speak up, dog.
Absolutely.
It's time to say something.
Absolutely.
Like this whole, I'm not going to say a damn word, ain't helping.
No, because you're allowing a lot of idiots to speak for you, and they're saying all the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? yeah, nothing more to say. I completely agree with that.
Yeah, and so ultimately, guys, I think that was our last topic of the day.
Mm-hmm.
This is our anniversary show. Mm-hmm. This is also my birthday. So we're gonna get out of here a little early. And we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna turn up. We want to thank you guys for 7 seasons, 6 years.
Indeed.
We appreciate you walking with the show through every iteration. When it was New to Man Show with JB Frank. It's funny, this is how the show started, just me and you.
Exactly.
And we've had probably a half dozen hosts over the last couple of years.
Easily.
And Mel just stepped out, had an emergency. She'll be back next week, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, it's back to me and you. So I think that's a great irony. We really built something that I respect and that people enjoy and people are watching by the thousands.
Yeah.
So,
It's fun to
good job,
give back, man.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
She came back just in time.
Mama Olivia Potion. It's handled.
That was quick.
That was amazing.
Wait a minute. Hey, hold on, Mel. You ain't got nowhere to go. We were signing off.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we're signing off.
Wait, y'all got to the rest of the topics that fast?
Yes.
Hold on, niggas. I got some shit to say. Hold on. Okay, trap music.
Oh damn, she about to run it down. Come on, I want to hear this.
Hold on. Let me go to the topics.
This gonna be fun.
Well,
That's more trap music. T.I. or Jeezy. Or T.I. or Gucci, excuse me. or Wild Card.
Wait a minute. So,
We're on trap music right now.
yeah, I know. But y'all weren't about to wrap the show.
No, we literally were.
Wait, y'all talked about Atlanta and Netflix and shit?
Went to the whole show.
You guys, it's okay.
Give me your
I'm
thoughts
like
on
all
trap
out of
music.
breath.
Give me your thoughts on
and
trap
shit.
music.
Okay, so before the show we were talking about Outkast. I give them the first acknowledgement of trap. I would still give a little credit to 3 6 Mafia and to other Atlanta artists who were around before T.I. blew up. Like, I can understand why people are attributing trap music to him, but I do not think that he is the godfather of trap music. Like, there are other people who were doing trap music before him, and I think you were saying that like he coined the term trap music.
That's iffy to me because you can like there were people doing pop rap before Fresh Prince, but he made it a thing. There were female rappers.
Well, that's because he was the one that blew it up. So
right, but exactly. But T.I. also created the term, so he created the term, then he blew it up.
Okay, go ahead.
It was the term trap music he created. The term trap, that's just Atlanta slang that probably nobody knows where that came from. I'm not saying Bama. Who's the nigga that created the word Bama? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's a DC slang. If I made music called Bama music, and it was all about Bama shit, you be like, well, other rappers made Bama shit before, knew. But I made up the term Bama music, and I came up with the term, and you know what? That was fun. What you say? What you say? Oh, yeah, Bama. He is a Bama. He tried to sass me on Twitter. Anyway, I don't fuck with that nigga anyway. Tabby. Bama.
Okay, moving on. So, The Last OG, I haven't seen it. Atlanta, great show. Y'all need to watch it. Teddy fucking Perkins, creepy as shit. By far the creepiest episode ever. This season of Atlanta has been a little different because it hasn't been like a continuous storyline. It's like every character has had their own show, has had their own episode. And that Teddy Perkins episode was Darius, and Darius is my favorite character on the show. And Darius is a little strange. He's just so.
It's because of what happened when he went to Get Out. He never the same.
That's right. He is on Get Out. Yeah, but Darius is an odd character, so it's fitting that something that bizarre. It was like a thriller movie. Yeah. Like they had a movie and consolidated it into a 45-minute show. It was great. It was so weird. I was just so scared that Darius was going to die, but he didn't. So Atlanta's been good this season. Y'all need to watch it. Free Meek, In the Hood, holla Free Meek.
He get out tomorrow, allegedly for my birthday, so we'll see.
Janice Dickinson.
I'll call people.
really, bitch? You just go out here making up stories? Like, come on, man. You're making making people question the credibility of the Me Too movement. You can't be just out here making up stories for your fucking memoirs. That's just trash. Let's see. NBA playoff. NBA. Oh shit. Sorry.
Goodness gracious.
NBA playoffs, go Wizards. I wish y'all best of luck. Shout out to the Sixers and to...
Huh? The Sixers? Yes.
Yeah, because they're good.
Yeah, the Sixers hottest team in the league, 16 straight games to close the season, and they won their first playoff game by over 230 points. They shitting. They shitting on fools.
But still, gotta root for the home team. Go Wiz kids.
Wash, Wiz.
And Cap. Fuck the Seahawks. Because this is like the second time they done tried to work
Playing
out
with
with
his
this
emotions.
nigga. Yeah.
His principalities.
And you already know where this nigga stands. So I don't know why y'all bullshitting. Why y'all playing with this man like they're playing with us. You know what I mean? Like, fuck the NFL. I'm crossing my leagues up now. Fuck y'all.
Ron said, who played Teddy? That was Donald Glover.
It was Donald
That was
Glover.
Childish Gambino playing Teddy.
Great job.
Make sure you guys watch that episode.
You gotta see that episode.
It was
That
really
is
good.
man. My whole timeline, because I was in Jamaica when that episode came on, and everybody was like, "Yo, this is the creepiest episode of Atlanta ever." Like my entire timeline was talking about Atlanta, and so when I got back, I had to see it. Like I literally got back in town, and that night on Monday night, I was up watching The Walking Dead, Atlanta, Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, like
And Scandal only got one more episode. This Thursday's the last episode of Scandal.
and tonight's the season finale of The Walking Dead.
Yep. Yeah.
And Fear the Walking Dead returns tonight as well. So
Boom.
I'm excited. I get both of them.
That's what she said.
Shut up. What?
All
I'm
right,
not
so-
going there.
So that's the show.
You like my little wrap up, right?
That was pretty good. That was pretty
Bam,
good. I
bam,
did that.
bam.
So we'll be back next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is our 7th season, going into our 7th season, and 6 years of doing the show. Shout out to everybody who's participated in the development of the show and being on the show over the last 6 years. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All of you.
Yeah, all of you. And thank you to everybody who's been watching for 6 years or 6 minutes. Like, thank you. It's been a pleasure to do this show. I had a radio show before up at urcene.com and at Bowie State University. I wasn't a student. I was just a guest on it. I went to do the show one week, and they kept inviting me back. And so I always liked the idea of this, always wanted to do it. And Smee was a big proponent, like, nigga, you need to be on radio, Because y'all know I was a rapper, the righteous, all that. So when I decided to do the show, the first person I thought of was JB. Like, I want to do a show. JB, we got to do it. When I moved to Atlanta, we're going to do this goddamn show, and we can figure it out. And went through several different iterations, as we've said, 2 hosts, 3 hosts, 4 hosts, a full studio audience. Like, this thing has changed so much. From New to Mayor Show with JB Frank, all the way up to Kickback TV Show live from Atlanta. And just want to say thank you to everybody that's participated or that's watched. And I love this iteration of it. Mel has had a couple stints with us, but she's the one that has been stuck with us, that could put up with our shit the longest. And
I don't know if that makes me crazy or what.
it makes me crazy. It does. But I'm loving it. I'm very happy. I'm very thankful. And it's,
No, it makes you crazy.
and as always, we
Ain't no question about it, bitch. You crazy, okay? Your ass is nuts. All right, go ahead.
And I want to give you guys the opportunity to speak on it. Before I'm gonna shut up after this. Our anniversary is typically the Sunday before my birthday, and again, it's my birthday in a couple days. And I'm happy. I'm thankful. Life is good, and I've gone. I'm not gonna say I went through more than anybody else. This guy, one day I was at the gas station, and dude was like, "Hey, what's going on, buddy?" I was like, long day. He's like, "Really? Mine has 24 hours in it. How many hours does yours have?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "Ain't a long day, my nigga. You good?" And I was like, "Oh shit."
Shutting the fuck up now.
Setting the fuck up now. So,
He gave your ass to shut up, stupid.
Exactly. So like I was, what I was getting to was, I ain't gonna say, that shit was so, but shit feels good right now. And I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful to be doing the show and to see another year. And that's all I got. I want to hand it over to you guys. JB, you did the show from day one. Mel, you've been on the show
off and on,
like 3
years.
Yeah, for years now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested to see how you guys feel about getting to this point of starting the 7th season and being 6 years in. Regardless of when you started, it's 6 years in. What you guys think about that?
This show has taught me so much about, staying up to speed with the news used to be something that we just did just because we did it. The show kind of made it an obligation, and that just made it so much more meaningful for me. Like staying current on what's going on and sharing that with the people and getting the people to share that with you. It's such a rewarding experience. It's such a rewarding feeling. Like to talk to people in our circle and they be like, oh yeah, you brought that shit up on the show the other day. Yeah, I looked into that, or whatever. Those types of comments, they mean a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? And thank y'all for sharing this experience with us and allowing us to share our thoughts with you and sharing your thoughts with us. Because it's this type of discussion that makes us all smarter, bigger, better, faster, stronger. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about to me. So let's just keep building.
Yeah, I just want to thank y'all for, inviting me to be on the show in the first place. I started doing radio when I was in college at Howard University, the real
HU,
the Mecca.
No.
Shout out to the HBCUs. We are very necessary. But anyway, I was on this radio station called Glass House Radio. It was the first.
I remember Glass House.
Yeah, it was the first internet radio show from HBCU. So I was on there. The show was called Girls, Girls, Girls. I was the first female co-host on there. Shout out to Vincent Necklace. That's what I was telling you about my other homeboy. Necklace and Jay Brew, my co-host on that show. So that was my first introduction into radio. Then I did like little stuff when I moved to Atlanta, did some internet radio down here with this guy Shadi Powers for what's the damn all hip hop some shit. No, because he was working with Metro Boys. Anyway, I don't even remember. It was clouded memory. But anyway, in any case, thank y'all for having me on the show for the last, I want to say 3 years, consistently like the last year and a half. Maybe a little over a year and a half. But yeah, it's been a fun ride. It's always fun to talk about politics and current events and stuff like that. And I think that I realized at one point in time that I had a voice and people were interested in the things I had to say and that I had a platform. So I'd like to use this platform to talk about and to have those necessary conversations, to have that those important conversations with people who are intelligent and not and some people aren't intelligent, but they they tune in and they might learn something. So it's a necessity. And thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for bringing what you bring to the show. Because I was getting tired of debating with JB. So
cussing at each other.
The show used to be so crazy back in the day. But thank you guys for tuning in. You can get up out of here. Don't forget to follow us our podcast on iTunes, Kickback TV Show. Our Instagram page, Kickback TV Show. Our Twitter page, Kickback TV Show. Our Facebook fan page, Kickback TV Show. I think Mel made us a Christian Mingle page, it's Kickback TV Show. And I think JB had did our Pornhub site, it's Kickback TV Show. So make sure you just check all this shit out. Young M.A. video up there as well.
Footage on there. I haven't seen it. I have no desire to see that.
It's there though.
But he did upload it.
It's there though.
Turn it off the mics.
So thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back next week. And yeah, I did. That's all, folks.
That was terrible.
How you doing then? I don't eat because I don't eat beef.
He said,
because I don't eat pork, so I don't know how to do it.
That's all, folks.
But I don't eat pork, so I don't know how to do the pizza.
No, nigga. No.
Peace to the nation of gods and earths.
No, nigga.
All right, we're out of here. Thank you for tuning in. That's JB Frank. That's Melanie Dion.
Of House Forehand.
And I'm New to Mayor, the birthday boy, turning 21 for the 21st time.
Which means he's 42, y'all.
Wait, whoa! Well, why are you cussing at me?
He's 42.
What have I ever done to you?
A lot.
Wow. You are something else. You know that? You are something else.
Finish, damn it!